Listen close, my sweet ones, gather round your old grandma's knees. I've got a story to tell, one that's heavy in my heart, but it's got a spark of light at the end, I promise you. It's about love and trust, and what happens when those things get all tangled up. It's about me long ago when I thought I could carry a whole family on my shoulders, only to learn I needed to stand tall for myself first. I'm gonna call the folks in this story by different names to keep things gentle, but it's my truth and I'm sharing it with you because you're my heart, and I want you to know. It all started when I got a message from my mama, your great-great-grandma Lila. Her words came through my phone like a cold wind. "We don't trust you anymore, Clara." Oh my dears, those words stung like a bee. I stared at that screen, my heart thumping, and typed back just one word. Understood. 2 days later, their lawyer, all in a tizzy, called me up saying, "Clara, we've got a problem." Then another message from Lila. "We've changed every lock on the house, even the gate code. We don't trust you." That text hit at 8:14 in the morning, sharp as a knife, like she'd been up all night planning how to cut me out. I wasn't shocked, mind you. Deep down I'd felt it coming, but it was so cold, so final, like I was being fired from my own family. I didn't cry though. I just answered, "Understood." Smart move. But you forgot one thing. And with that, I opened my bank app and stopped the $4,800 I'd been sending every month to pay for their house, the one they gave to my sister, Ellie. You see, my darlings, they thought Ellie deserved it more because she had little ones like you. Me? They said I only brought disappointment. 2 days after that, a lawyer's email popped up, all caps, shouting, "We have an issue. Call now." I didn't call. By then I'd already made my move, and the story was shifting. But let me take you back, because stories like this don't start with hurt, they start with love, or at least the hope of it. When I was younger, I was the one who said yes to everything. I thought if I kept helping, kept giving, one day they'd look at me and say, "Clara, thank you. You're important to us." I paid their bills, fixed their problems, carried their weight. 4 years, I sent $1,800 every month for their house like clockwork, straight from my account. I covered the electric, the insurance, even the roof when a storm tore it half off. I paid Ellie's credit card when it maxed out, fixed her car when the brakes went, sent money for daycare when she said she'd figure it out soon. 3 years later, she was still figuring, and I never said no. I thought that's what family did, until I realized they expected it, like I was their bank, not their kin. One Sunday I was waiting for groceries, scrolling through my phone, when I saw a picture that stopped my heart. There was Ellie, Lila, your great-grandpa Henry, and Ellie's kids, standing in front of that house I'd been paying for, holding a sign, "Home Sweet Home." Lila's words under it read, "So proud of Ellie for building a future we all share. This home's in the right hands." Not a whisper of my name, not a nod to the money I'd poured in. The comments were full of hearts and claps, calling Ellie a strong woman, a blessing. I wanted to scream, but I just sat there, staring like I was looking at a wound I couldn't touch. A few days later, I called the bank to check on the mortgage. It was still in my name, but the lady on the phone said, "Oh, there's a request to switch the contact to Ellie." My heart sank. Then I checked my bank statements and saw it. $400 gone, sent to Ellie's card without my say-so. I messaged her, calm as I could. "Did you use my card again?" She brushed it off. "Clara, don't make a fuss. The kids needed shoes, and I thought we shared that card." "Shared? No, we didn't." Lila chimed in. "Clara, Ellie's struggling. She'll pay you back. Don't start a fight over a few dollars." A few dollars? To them, $2,400 was nothing when it came from me. But if Ellie missed a phone bill, it was a crisis. Then came the family chat, renamed Kin Circle, like I wasn't part of it. Someone posted a meme. A man handing over his wallet, captioned "Big Sis Energy. Pay now, ask never." My cousin tagged me, joking, "Clara, cover my loans too?" Even Henry piled on. "Only if she names her kid after the bank." No one defended me. I left the chat, blocked them all, but it wasn't enough to stop the hurt. That Friday I was mowing their backyard. 3 seasons I'd kept it up because Henry said, "Why hire someone when Clara's here?" I stopped for water, and through the open kitchen window, I heard Ellie and Lila laughing. Ellie said, "Did you see Clara's face when I told Aunt May the house was mine? She didn't even blink, like a puppy happy for scraps." Lila giggled. "Once the paperwork's done, she can't say a thing. She wanted her name on it. Her fault." Then Ellie's voice sharp as glass. Mama, she's not family anymore. She's just a bank. My heart broke right there, water dripping from my bottle like tears I wouldn't let fall. I didn't move, didn't let them know I heard. But something in me shifted, not to anger, but to a quiet, steady resolve. A fancy invitation came soon after, for Lila's 60th birthday, all gold-trimmed and formal. From your family. 60 guests, a big venue catering a slideshow of memories. I didn't RSVP, but I circled the date in red. I prepared a gift. Not a present, but a truth. I printed a ledger, $311,115.84, every cent I'd given, mortgage, repairs, utilities, all dated with bank records. I saved audio from that window, Ellie's voice calling me a bank, screenshots of their cruel jokes, and proof Ellie tried to take the house. If it was hers, she'd get the debt too. I walked into that party late, heads turning, some smiling, some stiff. Ellie tried a weak grin, but I just sat at the back. She gave a speech about family and sacrifice, the screen flashing that house with a caption. Built with love, passed down on purpose. No mention of me. Lila took the mic, tears in her eyes, praising Ellie for keeping the home in the right hands. That's when I stood, walked to the mic and said, since we're talking legacy, let's do the math. The projector flickered. Their voices played. Ellie's cruel words, Lila's laughter. Gasps filled the room. A glass shattered. I showed the screenshots, the ledger, every dollar I'd given. If this house is Ellie's, I said, holding up 211 pages of proof, here's her bill. Not a favor, a debt. Ellie shouted. Are you serious? I looked her dead in the eye. Unless you call it theft. Lila snapped. It was a gift. I stepped closer. Funny, I didn't sign a gift card. I signed every check. Henry stood, ready to argue, but I cut him off. Want to talk about the loan you co-signed in my name without asking? I've got that too. He sat down. Then your great-great-grandpa Amos walked in. He took the mic, looked at Henry and said, you raised a thief and a coward. You tried to bury Clara in silence, but mud shows footprints. He turned to me. The trust is yours now. I fixed it last week. Ellie's name's gone. Lila's face cracked. Ellie grabbed a chair to stand. Amos stared them down. Want a legacy? Earn it. He dropped the mic and left. I set my ledger on the gift table, loud enough for all to hear. You changed the locks. I changed my future. I'm not your bank. I'm your debt collector. I walked out, no cake, no handshakes, no looking back. The lie was over. The next morning my phone buzzed with 57 texts. Lila wrote, you shamed me on my birthday. Henry said, you'll get nothing. Ellie posted a black screen online. Some wounds come from those meant to heal you. They didn't know I had the truth on my side. 2 days later a lawyer, Philip, called, offering a quiet settlement. I laughed. Full repayment, every cent, or I go public with the audio. Exactly 72 hours later, $311,115.84 hit my account, labeled reimbursement. Not from them, but some private account, maybe a friend bailing them out. I saved it, filed it, said nothing. I wasn't there for peace. I was there for justice. I posted a video later, calm and clear. $311, 115.84. For years of silence, obedience, funding their dream. They called me a bank, not family. Now I'm settled. It spread like wildfire. People shared it, thanked me, said it gave them courage. Henry left a voicemail. You think money fixes everything? You're not family anymore. I deleted it. They changed the locks. I changed the terms. Now, my dears, I live in a little apartment, all windows and quiet. No group chats, no late night pleas, no guilt dressed as love. People ask if it hurts to be done with them. Doesn't. I'm not lighter. I'm clearer, grounded on my own side. They vanished just as I knew they would. No calls, no apologies, just silence. The kind that proves I was never their daughter, just their service. Mornings are my favorite now. Sunlight through clean windows, coffee pouring slow. My phone's quiet, my hands steady. I don't wait for anyone to ask how I'm doing unless they mean it. Some still say, but they're your family. I smile and say, I stopped mistaking access for love. That quiets them. I don't tell the whole story anymore. It's mine and I share it only with those who've earned it. Like you, my sweet ones. They might say I left over money, that I was cold. Let them. They need their stories. I've got the truth and it sits steady like me. I'm not broken or bitter. I'm just free, living a life that's mine, real, quiet, whole. And that, my loves, is worth every penny.